Hello, everyone. Hope you're all doing great. Hi, Charlene. Hi, Dungeon Matron, and hi, Cosmortrain. Good to see you all. Okay, so today I'm going to be running the stream solo, but I will be taking calls, and this time we're going to do it over Discord because I know not everyone can call in over Zoom. So yeah, before we start, I'm just going to drop in the. Oh, hi, Sophie. Just going to drop in the link to the submissions folder in case anyone has any late submissions. You can't hear me. Oh, that's bad. What about now? Okay, let me just check the sound for a second. Okay, it seems to be a Lisa problem, so Dungeon Matron, maybe check the volume on your device. Anyway. Oh, perfect. Okay, so we're here today to have a look at the submissions for the Don't Make It Weird challenge. And the objective of this was to make stuff that is mundane. Of course, mundane depends on whatever setting you're in. We've got 5 people submitting so far, but we do have quite a few submissions for each, so we've got a lot of stuff to look at today. So I'm going to start with Dungeon Matron because I know that she has to leave a bit early today. Lisa, would you like to call in on Zoom? On Discord? Bring up the images in the meeting. We have this nice little building. Okay, let's see if we can get Dungeon Matron on a call. Oh, let me turn that down. Well, okay, Lisa, if you can hop into Discord, or maybe let me know if you can't make it. Hello, Lisa?
Me?
Hey, I can hear you.
Hi.
How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. So my build. Wow. So many things to say about my build.
Oh, please
I
go
hate
ahead.
this build and I love this build.
Well, why do you hate this build? It looks great.
This build was both my revelation and my hell.
Okay.
I wanted it to be a mill. I wanted to have Daffod's water wheel on it, and I struggled to get that in there, and I never could get it to work. That is, the water wheel is still, I'm going to do it. It's there. It's ready to go. But not for this one. I used the Dollar Tree vinyl roads for the siding and the stuff.
The
and
stinky ones,
that
yeah?
turned out to be terrible.
I mean,
It's very, very flat. So,
it looks good.
and the pattern is repetitious. I'm pleased with it. I think I would have preferred if I had used stone or brick. I mean, it gets the idea across. The base of this, the understructure is one of the Michaels Halloween houses that were that Lawrence from Dirty Basement Terrain and I invested in and bought a whole bunch of. And that's the understructure of this that pardon me. Yeah, you can see where the vinyl road there bubbles on the side because it's not adhering very well. Also on the chimney, it's
I can
bubbling
see it
there.
on
You can see
the chimney kind of thing.
yeah, and the pattern is too repetitious. So this is great for dungeon tiles, for flat tiles, but not for, I think, siding. It doesn't really work.
Still, I can see a lot of things that worked out great on this one.
Absolutely. I'm knocking out all the negatives first so I can jump to the positives here.
Okay.
I'm thrilled with how the thatch came out. That is from a cloth from the Dollar Tree, a microfiber cleaning cloth that has a really, really fine terry cloth texture to it, and it really came out nice, I thought. The other thing are those corbels. Those are from a frame that I bought at the Dollar Tree that I just cut into tiny little sections to make those corbels.
Okay, all right. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
No, it's made of the microfiber cleaning cloth that you can get at the Dollar Tree in the car section. But I'm happy with that. What was the other thing I said I was happy with?
What about the windows here? Because they really look really intricate.
The windows? Oh yeah, those are also from those Dollar Tree things. From the punch outs. I don't know what they're called, but yeah, I just use that for the windows. I'm happy with the door. The door and the barrels. Yeah, the door has that. I made the door from a piece of leftover wood from taking the house apart, and the hinges on the doors, those intricate hinges, are made from one of those bamboo from the interior decoration from the interior of a bamboo fan that I cut out and made into those hinges.
That was very clever.
And then the barrels are my favorite. They are furniture pins that cut in half and then sanded at the other end to make it the other end of the barrel.
To make the rounded bit, you mean?
Yeah. But my furniture pins, for some odd reason, unlike most furniture pins that you can find in the hardware store for like just a couple of dollars, mine are diagonal. I don't know why. Most others are straight. These are diagonal. Don't know. But it gets the point across.
Yeah, I mean, it reads like a barrel, but yeah. That's a pretty cool idea.
Yeah.
You've made some crates as well?
And some crates as well. Yeah, those are just the wood blocks you can get at the Dollar Tree. But yeah, so it's a tavern. It's not a that side right there that you're looking at right now. That's where the water wheel would have gone. But it's not to be. Maybe not this one. Maybe next one. I'll be happy with it.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, the problem you had was that the wall was too thick to get the shank of the motor through it, yeah?
That's correct. And I had nowhere to support it because anything that I supported it with made the foam, because I used foam, made the foam bend. And you could see that and then the water wheel would be scraping along the side because it would bend the foam if I put in the support. So I couldn't get it to work.
Okay. Oh, hi, Dungeons and Dragons.
I'm sorry. What? I'm sorry.
No. I said hello, Dungeons and Chronics. I see that they joined us in the chat. And yeah, Chris Bartrain is asking about the crates. Are they wood blocks and chipboard?
Yeah, the wood, not chipboard. They're just wood blocks and really thin strips of paper. that have been cut and pasted on.
Okay.
Those are really tiny wood blocks that you can get at the Dollar Tree craft section. You get them in a little bag.
That's handy.
Yeah. So yeah, but overall, I'm satisfied. There are things I dislike and things I like, but I am
You should
overall
be
satisfied.
satisfied.
Thomas,
It is really good looking.
thank you. Thomas says that Thomas said that I am evolving as a crafter.
Oh, is that so?
Because of the Norman Undercroft.
Because of the Norman Undercroft, he says. Because he says that the bottom of the build is a Norman Undercroft, and that someone came along and built the brick part on top of it on a Norman Undercroft ruin. So
Okay.
yeah, that's his story.
Okay, so I'm just going to drop a link to your Discord in the chat. So in
Very
case
kindly, thank you.
anyone does not know about it, Dungeon Matron hosts crafting meetups every Wednesday on her Discord, where we craft and talk about shit mainly.
Absolutely,
All sorts of shit.
All sorts of shit. Yes.
Yeah, we
Good
talk
shit, bad shit, your shit,
yeah.
my shit.
We talk shit and we talk about shit, and mostly we craft.
And crafting shit. Yes.
So yeah.
So.
I was going to ask. So, if you, what did you learn from this that would help you get the motor in place for the water wheel next time?
Next time I will not be using foam as the and I will be using a piece of wood or some kind of understructure that's more solid than foam to attach the water wheel to, so that's not so bendy, and I will be able to build whatever supports necessary for the motor better with that. The other thing too is I will, if I use the water wheel, I will want to include the stream or whatever water is going to be used to run the wheel in the build, and that I think would be. It's funny. Most of the time, I build my buildings and then build the terrain around it afterwards. It'll be the terrain first and then the building.
I'm interested.
If I do that,
I'm interested in how you're going to do that, because if you have a solid water thingy and then you have the wheel can't turn, for example, if it's a resin pour, it's not going to work unless you. I think Zane Morgan might have done something like that a while ago, but yeah, interesting to see how that will work out. But that also fits perfectly with the next challenge, which we'll talk about later.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay.
All right. Right on. All right then. Well, my tavern. I was going to make a sign, but I didn't have time, and I didn't know what I was going to name it anyway.
Okay, so
if you
chat,
give me names, and I'll make.
Yeah. Chat, if you can help a lady out, come up with some names for Lisa's Tavern.
Thomas just made a suggestion that is absolutely horrible. He suggested the cock and balls. He's weird.
I'm pretty sure there was a tavern named that at some point.
I'm sure there was, but well, yeah. He's horrible. You're a bad man.
There is a pub named that.
There is a pub named that, he says. I don't know where. Where is it?
London.
In London. Okay.
Yeah,
there you go.
That does not surprise me.
Right. The dry spell. Ooh, I like that, Kim. That's a great name.
Okay,
right.
wait. If you name it the dry spell, what you could also do then is have like a design as a cauldron or something like that, small cauldron.
Yes.
And then you could put all sorts of colored lights inside it.
Oh, I love that idea. That's great. That's great.
Or a wand fizzling.
Or a wand fizzling.
Yeah, like not completing the spell.
Not completing the spell. I like the cauldron. I like the cauldron because the cauldron itself could be the sign. You know,
Yeah,
yeah.
that
No,
would
no,
work.
no, no. But the shape of it. Yeah. Anyway, all right. Enough of me. We have so many other builds to look at.
Okay, Lisa. Thank you so much for submitting. This was good. It is a good build, despite what you said about not liking it and whatever. Love this build. And yeah,
Well, I like it. Like I said, I like it and hate it. So
yeah,
but thank you.
Yeah, and I think it will look really fun when you add the sign and stuff to it.
Yeah. Yeah. Gygax, don't get up here. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Say hi to Tommy
Thank you.
Gygax, and thank you for calling.
Will do. Okay. Bye.
Bye. Okay. So yeah, I mean, this is a really fun looking build. So next up, Questboard terrain. So I know this is a pretty intricate build. So Kim, if you want to call in and tell us about it. Just bring up a picture first. There's all sorts of details in there, so 3-level build, if I'm not mistaken, it's some kind of bakery. Here we go. Kind of bakery.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Could you remember to turn off your YouTube audio, please? We're getting a bit of feedback. Hello? Here we go.
Okay, is that better?
I think so. Yes. Yes. How's it going, Kim?
Okay. Doing okay. How are you doing, Karl?
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good.
Good.
Now, looking at some nice bills. Tomorrow is a public holiday. All is good.
Nice. A little bit of rest is nice.
Yeah.
So
Okay, then you made it saying that turned out fabulous. And yeah, it did.
oh, thank you. Yeah, I didn't see the 5-image announcement in the YouTube, so I was like, oh no.
To be fair, I don't think anyone saw the image announcement, so that's fine. That's all
Thank
good.
you.
Okay, so do you want to walk us through the truth from the beginning?
Sure. Yeah. So, number 1, it should be QBT1. I don't know if it shows up in order. It might not.
It does, yeah.
Okay. So,
Seeing a sugar-free sampler thing.
yes, yeah, that one. So that's the shell. That's what the idea was, to sort of make a book nook kind of building. And this box looked very similar to the size of a book, so I thought it would be a good base.
Okay. I'm going on to the next one. I'm guessing this is like the side of the same box, yeah?
Yeah, it's not up on my screen yet, so I guess there it is. Yep. So that's after I've put the bricks on and a little bit of stucco and created the windows. There is acetate in the windows. So that's basically the sidewalk and the street right in front of the building.
I really like the textures.
Thank you.
And this thing over the door, that's
over the door. Yes. So I did use a bunch of different puff stickers, like Dollar Tree puff stickers. So over the door is part of a puff sticker, and the railings on the stairs
nice. Okay.
Another puff sticker that just painted.
These are the railings, yeah? Oh, okay.
Yes. Yep. I do have pictures of the sides of the railings as well.
That's really cool. I mean, looking at something like this, the first thing that I would think of was 3D printing or something like that. But
Well, thank you.
that's
Yeah,
really cool.
there's the sides. Yeah. So I just painted it up and put a little bit of patina on it.
Yeah, it's looking good.
And the stairs are just Jenga, those Dollar Tree Jenga blocks.
Hmm.
I didn't really feel like spending a lot of time on them. I might do that later.
So, but you did put a wood grain texture on them,
Yeah, I did draw that in. I thought they were too plain.
yeah? Ooh, okay. So we've got. I can see some nice detail on the walls in there.
I'm behind.
I am on
Oh,
3.
I think I see
Yeah,
it now.
number 3.
Okay. Yeah. So yes, those are also like gem stickers. There's a couple of gem stickers that had a little detail that I thought would be cool, so I painted that up and put that inside
Okay.
to make it classy.
It does look classy, and you really did make those stickers do a lot of work.
Yeah, it was a lot. And just wanted to give a shout out to Daffy because I used one of his Conways because there was lighting in it.
Oh, okay. Can see it there plugging away. Yeah.
I didn't cover it up because the back would be away from, if it was a book nook, the back would be hidden. So I left it open for right now. But I think for the next build, I'll try to hide it a little bit better, or a lot better.
Yeah, and I see that you did the sensible thing and used a tube of some sort to get the wires up rather than having wires all over the place.
Yeah, a little, at least a little bit, a little conduit.
Organization. My
I
worst
tried.
enemy. Oh, okay. So we've got a little basement with an oven in it.
It's the basement. You can see a little bit of light in the bottom. There is an LED back there for the fire.
Oh, I like it. It's quite atmospheric.
Thank you. There's the bakery floor. And I do have a couple of other pictures. I do have the shelves and things, but that's the ground floor. And there's a little light.
The chandelier thing looks amazing.
Thank you. That is a holiday ornament top.
Seriously?
Yep, and then another sticker on the very top.
To make that cornice thingy. All right.
Yes.
That's really clever.
Yeah.
Okay. So Dungeon Matron is saying, tell us about the stairs.
Oh, the stairs. The stairs are stirrers, coffee stirrers. I tried doing the, gosh, not the landing. I forgot the riders. I tried doing that, and it started to work, but it wasn't doing what I wanted. So those are just actually individual coffee stirrers, and then I just cut down on the angle that I had
Okay.
made for the riders. And I think I did get this idea from, I don't remember the name of your guest, but I did order the book, The Dollhouse Guest.
Ah, Rebecca, yeah.
Yes. And I saw in one of her images the landing there, and I was like, that would be just sort of cool to do. So I did get inspiration from that. And there's the second floor.
Okay, you've got a little attic kind of thing going.
And that light is a gel, a glue cap, like a super glue cap.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was
okay.
translucent enough. Yeah.
The lighting you put in makes it look really atmospheric.
Thank you.
I mean, both the here the lighting doesn't show up so much, but the whole scene itself is really good. But here and here especially, this looks like stuff is going on in there.
Yeah. So, see, this is the not weird. I did not make it weird. It will be when I finally do a video. I mean, hopefully, as you know, a lot of the footage, almost all the footage that I had filmed up to this point, I don't think I'm going to get
Yeah,
back.
that was really sad, unfortunately. Yeah.
Yeah, but at least I do think I am going to do a video. Maybe it'll be a short one, and it will be weird. So there.
I wouldn't expect anything else.
And that just shows that it can be opened up a little bit if for play.
Oh yeah, that is a good idea because people aren't going to be able to get their hands inside that if it's closed. You've got this like break in the wall or mold or
Yeah, basically that's cork. So basically, just wanted it to not be too perfect up because up top and in the basement, those are going to be places where it's not as pretty and classy as the first floor. Things will be going on in the basement and in the third floor, second floor.
Oh, okay. So I've got these pots and these. Hang on. OBS disconnected. It's going to reconnect again shortly. Come on. Come on, technology. Do it. Do it.
Yeah. Okay. I've moved forward a little bit on the YouTube. I've seen let's move forward.
Okay, I think it's reconnected now. Okay, chat, can you still hear us? Hello? Okay, it seems to be working again now. Okay, sorry about that.
No.
And yeah, so I've got the copper pots and petals. What did you use for them? They look tiny.
The pot is just a cap from something, and the bowl it's a plug in some kind something. They're just little pieces of plastic from different things, and then I just cut the paddle out of
Okay.
the tongue.
Ooh, okay. Tiny shelves.
Oh, and not a not a tongue depressor. It was a like the popsicle craft stick.
Nice.
And
I'm looking at the shelves now, and you've got these little like wicker baskets which look like twisted wire.
yep, twisted wire with what kind of seeds are those? It's not thyme. It might be cumin seeds,
All right.
because I didn't have any clay for bread.
And I see you've got all these little pastries and stuff. I know that you mentioned them last time, and but I forgot what you used.
For the things that look sort of like crullers, those are just found some beads that looked to me like they could be something edible, so I painted them up.
Nice.
The brownie or fudge looking things are pieces of or wood, just wood
Okay.
coffee stirrers cut up and painted. And then the clear like glass candy kind of things
Uh-huh.
are the for the desiccation, the desiccant packs.
Silica, the
Yeah.
silica gel thing. All right.
Yes. Yeah.
The paper sheet under them also turned out pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like the trays underneath them are like cut off from thumbtacks, and
Oh, okay.
so I
All right.
need to put some paper or something on it. Yeah. And the shelves themselves are again craft sticks. They're craft sticks that have those little notches in them. So
Oh, okay.
I haven't used them much, so I wanted to use them a bit.
So the notches are pre-cut. That's really handy.
Yeah, there are some that have pre-cuts.
Okay. More pastries.
Yeah, just a couple of cakes because it's supposed to be a bakery. So Made a couple
Nice.
of quick cakes, just punched cardboard or plastic pieces, just hole
Oh,
punched.
okay. Oh, wow, okay. Now, like this, it looks entirely different. I'm seeing the picture where we've got the box opened with the with all the accessories inside.
Oh, yes, with the accessories. Yep. Much more usable. So when I first thought of this, yes, there were a lot of weird things going on. So I had to not do those things.
Okay, that you made me saying that the pastries look amazing.
No, thank you.
Yeah, I kind of want a pastry now.
I know. When I looked at those frosted crullers or gingerbreads, look like cookies or something, I was like, oh, those do look good.
Okay, and now we've got one open up with miniatures inside. I'm guessing those
Yeah,
are 28 mil scale, yeah?
yes, yep. Those are, it's just action, just show the size.
Nice. Game does really beautiful work.
Thank you. The only things I'd cover up the front or something like that if I do more. But I
Okay.
think, yeah, I did spend a lot of time on it, and I do like it.
I mean, it shows it's beautiful work. Especially like you made those stickers do a lot of work, but seriously, the stone textures especially are amazing. Like
I
the ones
appreciate
used
it.
on the road outside and so on.
And that's sort of that. It's like egg carton material I did for the stones on the facade and on the road, and
Okay.
then the large pavers on the sidewalk are foam because I had some pre-cut already.
Nice. Okay, so how do you find this? I mean, because building an interior like this is quite a bit of work. Did you find it different from making the previous dollhouse that you had made?
Well, yeah, because the other dollhouse, it was more just fitting it together and the painting. This I had to figure out what actually the uses were for each floor and how to get from one to the next, how to get from one floor to the next within the house. The
Ah, yeah,
dollhouse,
yeah.
yeah, the dollhouse I used, I could sort of make stairs on the outside to get from one place to the next. But this is all supposed to be inside. So that was, and Cross helped me too because I was cutting things and he was letting me know like, it should be a little bit bigger if it's going to be somewhat realistic to get for the overhead, trying to get from from the stairway up to the top floor, things like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
and it really, sorry, go on.
no. So I was going to say when I made my tower build, that's one problem I had with the internal stairs. I didn't consider the headroom that you would need to get from one place to the other.
Yes. Yes. And so I mean, it's somewhat playable, but it would be, I think, more of this is the setup, these are the people that are there. The movements really wouldn't be, I think that would be too finicky to try to move things around, but at least you could set things up and actually see, like maybe you can see from if you're on this floor or that floor, those
Mhm.
kinds of things. But
And it's also pretty good to set up and show people, okay, this is what the scene looks like now, and they just go with theater of the mind from there.
right, definitely.
But yeah, and yeah, I think even just as a just as a book nook, I mean, as a book nook, this would look really good too.
I appreciate that. Because yeah, I think part of Rebecca's interview, I think it really did make me think more of that book nook type of looking in, because having that snapshot of living of a space.
Hmm.
So I sort of like that.
Yeah. Thing is that I don't really get the. I like book nooks. I like looking at book nooks. I don't think I'll ever build one simply because if I ever have space on a shelf, I'll probably get more books.
Get a book. Yeah, no, I
Exactly.
understand.
Which is, but yeah, I mean, I do find them intriguing.
Yeah, some of them are really interesting.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So Dungeon Matron is asking you, what's the name of the bakery?
I am trying to think of that. I've got a couple of ideas, but part of it is because it does coincide with the story that I'm doing.
Ooh,
So I do have to be a little bit sort of specific and sort of tricky to to make it fit.
okay.
Yeah, I didn't have time, just like Lisa said, I didn't have enough time to make the sign, to like come up with it, make the sign. Because once I put the sign there, then I have to use that name.
Yeah, of course. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to listening to the story that you plugged this in. And yeah, the thing with the footage, that's a bummer because I know that you put a ton of work into this.
Yeah, thank you. I'm my fingers are still crossed because I haven't gotten the final word yet, but I think I don't have much hope.
Yeah, remind what happened. The hard disk got frozen basically because of the cold weather.
Yes, yeah, I had an external drive that had everything on it, and that's what I was working from, and it was left out due to unfortunate circumstances. It was left out
Mm.
in the cold for like 18 hours
Oh,
in a very, very cold environment, and it seems like that might have destroyed it or made it
well,
fail.
fingers crossed for the recovery. So yeah, but yeah, whatever story you come up with for this bakery, I'm sure it's going to be great.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm not sure if Cross or Sahacraft are in the chat yet. So how about you hang around while I bring up some of my pictures?
Okay, absolutely.
Okay, so let's go. They're mostly older crafts because I didn't really have much crafting time this couple of months.
But they're not weird.
They are not weird. They're absolutely not weird. So
Ooh.
first one up is this foam house. It was very loosely inspired by this old house in France.
That actually looks like graphics. It looks as if it's like computer generated. It's so the lighting and everything.
Yeah, that's like I said. This was a few. I think it was 2 or 3 years ago at least, and yeah, my only concept of lighting was yes, put more light on it.
I think it was interesting. It's an interesting effect, though.
Yeah. So I think that apart from the really harsh lighting, I think the other thing that I did on this photo, not on the model, was using GIMP to get the black level up because the background was much brighter. So I think that punched up all the shadows everywhere. But yeah,
Is that
sorry.
no? Please continue.
I was saying this was the inspiration for the build. It looks like an ancient house, but actually I discovered last week that it's really it was built in the 50s and just made up to look like an old house.
They did a good job. That
Yeah,
is
they did a
wonderful.
magnificent job of it.
Oh my gosh,
Hello,
that is
lady.
beautiful.
Yeah, so took a few ideas out of it. Like for example, I really like that overhang that's going over the stairs.
Lisa's really excited about the mill wheel. I didn't see the size. Yeah, from from this angle, I can see more of the actual size of it. That's
Yeah,
really
there's also
insane.
a miniature for scale.
Yeah.
I did make a few serious mistakes. For example, if you look at the door over here, the door is actually wider than the piece of the building it's in. So in reality, it would never be able to open completely. But yeah, I mean, it was also
Yes.
one of my first attempts using the blocks, if I remember correctly. So using Gerard's technique for using large blocks of foam.
Mm.
It's quite a lot of fun, though.
Yeah. With the door, it's a great technique for preventing burglars from getting in.
Yeah, I'm sure it would. Also, the other thing I learned from this one is if you can paint it before you assemble it, paint it before you can assemble it, because getting a paintbrush in these areas, for example, that was an absolute nightmare.
Yeah, but that is ambitious too. Just all all those nooks and crannies.
Yeah, absolutely.
Little heart is perfect. Little heart detail. It's perfect.
Yeah, that one. The frame of the window is carved into the foam, but then the window itself is a separate panel which is inserted in. Because I didn't want to risk cutting into the into the main block and messing it up. But yeah, if I remember correctly, I did that with a pencil. I mean, if you get a thin sheet of foam, it's really easy to cut it with a pencil.
Now, is it all foam, or is that stucco or drywall
No, it's
over and
no, it's all foam. It's here you can see it unpainted here. It's just textured with the side of a pencil.
there it is.
Okay, so for example, if you're looking at this block,
Mhm.
you can see where there are two separate blocks over there, but the wood and the stucco are the same piece.
Came out really nicely.
Yeah, I was really happy with it.
Yeah.
Okay, oh yeah, by the way, the reason that the stairs are facing this way and not this way as they're on this house is because I made a mistake. Yeah, details.
Whatever. Ah,
Okay, next one up. This one is entirely made of cardboard, the cereal packet kind.
I don't see it yet.
Should be coming up soon.
Ah, yeah. Oh, cool. So that's all basically the chipboard, the
Yeah,
thick,
yeah.
like
The thick cardboard,
cardboard,
the cereal box kind of thing. The only thing that's not
including
including what?
including the shingles.
Including the shingles, yeah. The only thing that's not cardboard is the ring and the attachment of the ring. That's wire and paper.
What about the windows?
Yeah, also cardboard.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I mean, so basically what you do is you take the cardboard, you draw a grid, and then you just cut out those squares,
Oh my gosh.
just using the point of a knife. It works.
Wow.
But the worst part, I think, in terms of time, is that you see the lines on the brickwork and so on.
Mhm.
So the chipboard is thick enough that if you draw it with a pen, it will leave a slight indentation. Okay, and that's enough to take dry brushing and so on. It's not as deep as it would be on foam, but it's enough to take a dry brush.
After creating that kind of window, I'm surprised you went as far as you did with some of your brickwork afterward. This seems like the same type of patience needed. My goodness.
Yeah, I guess. But yeah, and one thing I'm particularly happy with is the way these windows turned out, because that's just painted on.
Yeah,
The,
yeah. So it's not like resin or anything because the shine is not resin.
the shine is just painted on.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It's really simple.
That
So basically, blue base color, slightly lighter blue at the bottom, and then a tiny, tiny, tiny drop of white at the top. They're all done in the same way.
wow. I'm gonna have
Okay.
to try that. That's really great.
And this was a simpler version of the same thing that I had done as a prototype.
Ah, okay. I'm seeing it. Oh, so okay, so that's what you tried it out there, and then
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, because the big one is about I want to say about 10 to 12 inches. So yeah, that would be a lot of work if it doesn't work out. So I tried it out on something smaller.
and I can see you went into even more detail on the shingles for the second go around.
Yeah, these ones are just squares that have been cut off. These ones, I texture them in the same way as I do the foam shingles. So get a pen, draw lines all over them, and then cut them out into squares. Yeah, compared to foam, cardboard is viable, but compared to foam, you do have to be a bit more careful about how you work because you do get hand cramps if you try to do this in one sitting. With foam, it's way easier. Okay, next one up is some wattle fences that I did last year.
Ah, yes, I remember these.
So yeah, strings and pieces of coffee stirrer.
Yeah.
And string is pretty useful to work with because if you get some super glue into it, it will just absorb it completely. You can paint over it, and it's super solid.
They're really effective.
Yeah.
Even the little door.
Okay, now the door. I don't usually like to make movable parts on my terrain, but this one I made openable, and I'm not sure if you can see it, but there are two thin gray lines over there. Over here.
Yep.
Okay, that's a fishing line. So there are two loops of it, so it basically acts as a hinge, so it can be opened.
Oh.
So it just has to hold the door in place, basically.
Yeah, that is cool. So it's just looped over the string on the door and looped over
Exactly.
a string on the other side.
Okay, the easiest way I found out how to do this is get a needle, put the line through the needle, and then you can just literally sew it on and make a knot. If you try to thread it directly to the fence, you're never going to be able to get it. Oh yeah, and there's some, apart from the flock, there's also some pieces from a tea bag.
Oh, cool.
For some extra ground texture. Okay. So this one is a hand cart. Again, coffee stirrers and pieces of string.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do a cart because I remember when you did this one, I saw that video. I was like, oh,
It's quite
it came out really well. It was simple, but it came out really well.
Yeah, I mean, it's really easy to make. I mean, you can knock it out in a couple of hours. I think I made this while I was waiting for the glue to dry on something else. Okay, now this one is a bit unusual because I didn't build this, I sculpted this.
So you didn't put something in there?
I didn't put some. No, it's all sculpted out of milliput.
Oh, it's sculpted. Oh my goodness. Oh,
Okay, and it's a smaller scale than I usually make, so it's a 10 millimeter scale, so 10 or 15 millimeter scale building.
so now did you create different parts? You created like the thatch and the building, or you just had a you just put it into the size that and shape that you wanted and then did all the sculpting?
So what I did was I made a block of foam which has it's basically the shape of the wall. Okay, and all the way through. So I was basically putting milliput on a block of foam and sculpting it out.
Got it.
Okay, and the two colors you see here, they're the same kind of milliput. The one I used for the touch has more Play-Doh in it to make it softer, because that makes it a lot easier to sculpt the touch. Okay,
Some great experiments.
yeah. I mean, to be honest, I just did it to see if it was possible, but since I don't think it's something I would try for a 28 millimeter scale building. Okay, actually, speaking of experiments, do you see these black marks over here near the door?
Yes.
Okay, that was definitely a failed experiment, because what I tried to do was to make a cast of this using some. Okay, and I'd use the same kind of silicone to make the mold, which is basically silicone caulking.
Okay. Yep.
Cornstarch and food coloring.
Okay.
And I've tried it before; it worked just fine. But when I tried it on this one, for some reason it never cured. So after a couple of days, I had to give up and kind of peel all the bits of silicone off the.
Oh,
So I mean, I could salvage it, so it's not that much of a problem.
yeah, because of the texture, you'll be able to use it anyway because of the texture.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
but yeah, I mean, probably an experiment for a different time. I've seen some things with silicone caulking and dish soap, which might be interesting. So I'll probably give it a go with another piece. Probably just make a simpler piece than make a whole building, and then yes, I'm going to try to pour strange chemicals over this.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's it for me. So let's see. Oh dear, the mill will gives me a great idea for a build, says Dungeon Matron. Dungeon Matron.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure. Let's give Lisa some more ideas.
These ideas, that's all she needs, right?
Okay, so I'm not sure if Cross or Sahacrafts are in here. Sound off if you are, gents, but do you want to stay on cam, or do you want to drop out? You let me know.
Yeah, I can take a step back and drop out.
Or I don't know, we can just talk crap about Cross behind his back.
Ooh. No, he helped me with those stairs, so I can't. I can't.
Nah, Cross is a good guy. We like Cross.
Well, thank you for having me.
Hey, it's been a pleasure.
I will talk to you soon.
Sure thing. And thank you for dropping in, and well done again on that build. That looked really good.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Catch you in a while. Okay, so in the meantime, before we get to Cross's builds, which look quite amazing, let's talk a bit about the next challenge. And we bounced the idea around a bit already. And I think this time we're going to go for out of the comfort zone. So basically, what I'm thinking about is you get to pick something that you're not confident in, or something that you haven't done before, or some kind of build that you've been putting off, and just go for it. Not sure what I'd be doing in my case, because I was considering electronics, which is absolutely not my thing, and I might even draw a plan for it, and I'm sure that would make Daffy very happy, or give him brain damage possibly, but I don't know. Or I might go with some green stuff sculpting, because I have been doing milk sculpting for a while. I did try green stuff sculpting a while ago. It just the texture never really appealed to me, so I kind of never went touched that again. So I might try something along that way as well. But either way, yeah, the idea for the next challenge is to get something outside of your comfort zone. And with that, let's have a look at what Cross dropped in for it. He dropped in for us. Birds. Okay. So starting here, I think these are his modular city blocks. I'm not sure how many separate pieces are in here, but we've got the bridges, which are separate pieces. We've got the this wall, which is a separate piece, which uses to give some more detail to the risers. I think when it comes to flexibility, I think this kind of build goes a long, long, long way. And ramps. Okay, I think these ramps were a compromise because you can't really get stairs working properly, kind of thing, for miniatures. But if you have a ramp, all the surface of the ramp is absolutely playable. So that's quite a good idea. Okay. And this one is his collapsible bridge. I know that he's been, he rebuilt another version of it on his stream. So for anyone who doesn't know, Campaign Terrain streams every Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. And it's a bit later than the stream, so it's usually too late in the day for me, but I usually catch up on it on the next day. And he has been building these collapsible bridges on that stream. Dungeon Matron says Cross's builds are amazing. Yeah, they're. I know he downplays them a lot, but he does come up with really ingenious builds. Which reminds me, I forgot the because I'm seeing these risers again. The one thing I really liked about them, about their design, is that he designed them to be openable, so that inside they're empty boxes, and he can store the other terrain in them, which I think is a genius idea. Okay. So here we've got the, I believe is the world's most terrifying vegetable salesman. I know that he built these on a past video, but I have no idea what they're made of. Possibly foam balls, some looking materials. Westbrook Train says the canals are great play points. Yeah, they're. Right now I'm just imagining this guy in Deathbringer's voice from Professor Dungeon Master's channel. Remember, children, eat your 5 a day. I can't do that voice. Oh, wow, okay. And Here's a whole lot of terrain pieces. Okay, but again, it's all scattered terrain or all modular, which is pretty good because he's got a massive amount of terrain here. But the thing about them is that they can also be arranged in so many different ways that he's never going to run out of different ways to set up the table. Okay, Dungeon Matron says, I would love to learn how Cross made those fruits and veggies. I'm pretty sure he has has an old video about them, but yeah, we can bug him about them in when we see him. So definitely something to ask him about. Okay, and Questbortain is asking, are the large blocks made of foam? I'm not sure which large blocks. Like these large blocks or these large blocks. I'm not sure, but I'm going to go with yes because Cross does make his most of his work in foam, so that's probably it. Okay, and we have some buildings over here. Nice and effective. And I think these are also modular. I think I had mentioned that they were modular, and yeah. So the top part can separate off. And this one, at least, I think the two parts are separate. This one looks more like a single unit. So yeah, again, he does spend a lot of time thinking about how to make things modular, so he can just put them together in different ways. Okay, and here we have some smaller buildings. You know, one thing I would like to know how it is the canopy on the trees, because these seem to be the one thing that I'm never happy with. I can build a tree trunk, but the foliage itself, I'm never quite happy with it. The only trees I made that I was happy with were the 10 millimeter ones, but they don't really scale to 28 millimeter. So yeah, something of a big fluffy canopy like this, definitely want to find out how he did that. Ooh, okay, here we have a little house with a garden. And I'm thinking this was one of his desert building series. It's from couple of years ago now. So quest portrait, the blocks with the veggies. Let's see. I think so. Yeah, I think those are foam. And yeah, the floating bay window is a really good touch. It's like this particular building has a receded ground floor, then the second floor, and then it's got the bay window going out. I'm not sure if that was the intention, but for example, in a tabletop war game, having those pieces jutting out can really make a great difference with lines of sight and so on. So it's not just modular; it also gives you different tactical problems. Okay. And this canopy over here looks really good. I'm guessing these were plastic plants. Oh, and he's even got little curtains in there. Ooh, okay. So this one I remember was from, I believe it was from a Tabletop Crafters Guild challenge way back. I think it was Forest Temple or something. Team was Forest Temple or something like that. Way back when the Tabletop Crafters Guild still did challenges. I mean, I think it might be stretching the mundane a bit, but yeah, I mean, fair enough. You can have shrines in a forest or something like that. I really like the ground cover here and the leaves and stuff. And the spotway is really good. I'm guessing those are beads. Not sure what the stone balls on top are. Probably other kinds of beads, but yeah, I mean, they're used to good effect. Yeah, okay. And a pier with lots of boats. I know that he rebuilt some of these recently because, according to him, they were not realistic enough. So if you want to see how he built them, head over onto Campaign Terrain's channel. But yeah, these boats are really good. They remind me of, well, not anymore because there's a construction site there right now, but when I walk to work in the morning, there's a little marina with all these little painters and so on. This really reminds me of that. Yeah, okay. So, Cross, I'm not sure where you live, but I'm pretty sure this is definitely outside the mundane for most of us in the real world, at least. I mean, it does look amazing, but I'm not sure how mundane that is. If you have large glowing portals in your neighborhood, I think it might be time to move. Okay, but splendid work. Again, one of the things I'm noticing is that even when he works on a large stone surface and so on, he always puts in a bit of vegetation at least, and that really creates contrast, which is really needed because you don't get a. This wall would look very bland if it didn't have all those vines and leaves on it. And I'm guessing same thing with these walls over here. But foliage, vegetation, it's not all grey. It just brings out a bit of contrast. Chris Burton is saying that it's a disco. Yeah, I guess even terrifying people with access need a place to hang out. Okay, that's Campaign Train's last entry. Again, Cross, thank you so much for submitting this. And if you're not already subscribed to Campaign Train, absolutely head over there. He does some amazing work. And with that, we're going to jump on to Sahacraft's entries. Here we go. Whoa, we've got a lot of color in here. Okay, I believe we've seen this before, but it's always worth another look, especially because I was looking at these photos again earlier today, and I had seen some details which I had not seen before. So we've had, if I remember correctly, there's a mix of polymer sculpts some parts from kits, and I'll be honest, I'm not sure which is which in this case. For example, I'm pretty sure that these might be from a kit, but they could also equally well be handmade. Okay, I think some parts are painted peppercorns and painted seeds in the same way that Questbortrain made hers earlier. And yeah, there's a whole lot of foam and coffee stir sticks going on in here. But again, one great thing about this is the guy is not afraid to use color. So we've got a nice section of blues and ground colors and greens here. Got nice bright vegetable colors over there. And yeah, I really like these market stalls because again, all the color. I know that these vegetables are polymer sculpts, so it had been making all the little things by hand. It's like a small child or a halfling over there, probably stealing the bread. And yeah, again, same here. Beautiful work on the stonework, by the way, because a lot of variety, lots of depth of texture, and lots of difference in the colors. Again, it's not a bland gray landscape. Doesn't stand out too much because again, it's supposed to be a background, but there's enough variety that even the empty spaces don't look dead. Now, there was one thing I wanted to point out, and yeah, when I saw this cart earlier, I just buzzed over it, and okay, it's registered as here's a better picture of it. A cart full of fish, which is okay. I mean, it must smell terrible, but it's plausible. But actually, these are seeds as well. Not sure what kind of seeds, but painted like that, this works. This works great. Oh, bye, Dungeons and Chronics. Catch you later. And yeah, Dungeon Matron. Yeah, same thought. I mean, when I saw them first, I thought they were fish. They're actually just seeds which have been painted up. And yeah, that's super clever. I'm not sure if Questbortrain. I'm not sure. Is that the same kind of seed used for the for those things in your bakery? Oh, okay. And I'm only just noticing now that there are other sculpted fish in here. Okay, I'm pretty sure that some of these are Monopoly pieces or gaming pieces. And again, if you don't follow Saha Crafts yet, strongly recommend him. He's a great guy. His channel hasn't been around long, only a few months, but he does spectacular work. Okay, now this card, I'm not entirely sure why it's a box like that. Might be purely for playability so that he can put miniatures on top. But one thing I could see him doing is basically get a square piece of paper or square piece of plastic that's the same size as that, or get 4 or 5 of them and just put different things on it. So he can just swap them out if he, say, a cart of cabbages or a cart of hay or whatever, and he can just switch them out as needed. But yeah, I mean, the flat top like this is good for placing miniatures on, so that works well. It works fine as well. Okay, so quizboard terrain, things that seed is cumin. And is it supposed to be fish or corn? I think fish. I mean, I'm going to go with fish because of the color and the way they're piled up. I don't know. It's a fantasy town with lots of fish. Okay, put some tiny weapons here. I'm pretty sure this was a button of some kind. I'm not entirely sure. I know he had explained it to me at some point in a past stream, but right now I really can't remember. And yeah, again, look at all those colors. Okay, now I'm pretty sure that the this stuff over here and this stuff over here is painted seeds. I'm not sure if there was peppercorns or something like that, but painted seeds, and these are hand sculpted again, polymer clay. I'm not sure what those plates behind are from, but again, I'm guessing that these are from a kit or something. But lovely details to have around the scene. And yeah, I'm guessing this is part of the YouTuber's dilemma because I'm pretty sure he shot this photo when the glue was still drying. It happens to us, when we're trying to, yep, get a move on for to finish the video. So everything is just barely holding together. It's holding enough. Take a photo. But yeah, another thing I like about his work is that he really puts a lot of thought into his photography, arranging things and making a nice composition for a shot. I mean, all these parts are separate, so we can move them around. But again, it's put together into a really nice scene like this. Okay, I know the bridges are from Built Hidden on his channel. The houses also. If I'm not mistaken, the ship was as well. Okay, different arrangement of the same pieces. There we go. And again, I mean, this would be perfect to play on, but if you just use it as a backdrop, okay, put it in front of your players and say, okay, this is what you're seeing. Don't really need to worry about placing miniatures and stuff like that, but it does get you into the scene. And these are some of his houses, which I think are new. Yeah, he just put them up on his channel a week or two ago. Jewelry bead hinges on the doors. Nice. And I'm guessing that mesh is some kind of drywall tape or something like that. Okay, we can take a closer look here. sure those are foam shingles. That's the way he makes them usually. This one, I'm not sure if it's from a kit or some other jewelry beads or something like that. Nice chimney. I like that he went for purple for the roof. I mean, mostly I see blue or red roofs for some reason. Green sometimes. I don't think purple is a really underused color. Yeah, this is really good work. So again, Saha Crafts. If you're not subscribed, I'll put the links to everyone who's in the to everyone's channels who was in the submissions, so you can find them more easily later. So yeah, Saha Crafts, lovely work, well done. Just going to have a look, make sure. Okay, no one else slipped in the meantime. So I think we're done for today. Everyone, those were some pretty awesome pieces. Great job. Okay, Dungeon Mate. Yeah, I mean, we're wrapping up now. So actually, thank you for making the time to come by and say hello. Okay, so like I said, I'll be putting the details for the next challenge in the Discord and spread it around. Actually, let me just pop a Discord link for anyone who hasn't joined yet. As soon as I can find my chat window. There we go. So yeah, that's linked to my Discord where we mostly share memes and works in progress and stuff like that, and also talk about the upcoming change, which again is out of the comfort zone. Anyway, thank you for watching all, and thanks for joining us. I hope you all have a lovely week. Bye!